Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone. Today I would like to present about oil palm. Firstly, we will start about introduction of oil palm. Oil palm, or in scientific names we call Alliance cuneensis, originates from West Africa. It was first brought into this country by the British in the 1870s as an ornamental plant in their gardens. The planting of oil palm started on a large scale in Malaysia in 1960s. It was introduced by the Malaysian government as a scheme to eradicate poverty and raise the standard of living among the rural population. Today, oil palm grow and flourish in plantations which can be found throughout the country from Perlis to Sabah. So for oil palm, it's a monoecious because it has male and female flowers on the same tree. It starts producing fruits in bunches after 2.5 until 3 years of field planting, and we continue producing all year long. A typical oil palm bunch normally weighs between 20 until 25 kilograms and contains an average of 1,000 until 3,000 of fruitlets. The oil palm fruits, or commonly named fruitlets, is almost spherical or elongated in shape. Each fruitlets consists a hard kernel, which is seed, enclosed in a shell, and the cap, which is surrounded by a fleshy mesocap. And the color of the fruitlet is dark purple, almost black, and the color turns to orange-red when it's ripe. Next is a product containing oil palm. As we can see, there are three types, which is food product, consumer's good, and also energy. Firstly, food product, which is we can see the food is, for example, ice cream, cookies, quick meal, instant noodle, and so on. Next, for consumer goods, it can be cosmetic and also household cleaning. For cosmetic, it will soap, shampoo, conditioner, makeup, and others. Next, household cleaning, which is detergent, dishwashing, laundry products, and so on. And lastly, energy, which is biofuel. So, during its lifetime, the oil palm may grow up to 60 feet or more in height and live up to 100 years or more. The trunk of young, mature trees are red in front, which give them a rather raw appearance. The older tree has smoother trunk, apart from the skull left by the fronds, which have weathered and falling off. Due to economic reasons, the oil palm is normally replanted with a new trees for every 20 until 35 years. The oil palm is rich in natural chemical compound important for health and nutrition. Among others, it is a natural source of carotenoids and vitamin E, as well as supplying fatty acid and the other important fat-soluble micronutrients. It also supplies an abundance of calories that give us much needed enough for our daily life. For body disposable oil palm, we have three types, which is MPOB, MPOA, and MPOC. Firstly, we will start with MPOA. MPOA is a Malaysian Palm Oil Association. It's the Plantation Owner Association, which has more than 100 members with more than 1 million hectares planted under oil palm. This amount is to 70% of the area private ownership. MPOA mission is to ensure the long-term profitability and growth of the Malaysian palm oil industry. Next is MPOB. MPOB is Malaysian Palm Oil Board, which is the public sector established responsible for undertaking research and development and also for regulatory and license functions for the industry. Its upstream and downstream research and development are built on a three-pronged strategy, which is firstly to rise up income through higher oil palm productivity. Second, target for zero waste by maximizing the utilization of biomass. And lastly, to increase the value chain of oil palm based on product for various users. And the R&D research and development activities of MPOB are supported by research checks collected for every ton of oil palm or oil palm kernel produced. And lastly, MPOPC. MPOPC is Malaysian Palm Oil Council, which its primary role is to promote Malaysian palm oil. Its activities are focused on marketing communication, technical marketing, and also market promotion locally and in several edible oil consuming countries. MPOC operations are supported by contribution from the industry based on volume of palm oil production to the Palm Oil Promotion Fund.
Welcome to the fully connected digital plantation of the future. Fully integrated and fully automated, equipped with the most advanced genomic selection technologies. Our laboratory produces only the highest for quality seeds to be planted in sensor nurseries in every plantation area.
Prospect of the oil palm. The first one is the yield problem. The yield problem is palm oil yields could be increased by using existing high yield germ. Second, vegetable oil consumption and affluence, which is consumption of edible vegetable oils can act as a good indicator of the economic well-being of a country. Third one is pest and disease, which is the major biological threat to oil palm yield is the Basidiomycete fungus Ganoderma lucidum and related species. And the last one about the future prospect is new breeding technologies, which is we can use new technique of advanced breeding. Next is about contribution crop to economies or sector, which is contribution of the oil palm industry to the gross domestic product, which is GDP of Malaysia from 2015 to 2020. Palm oil is the world's most used edible oil and is found in many consumer goods as well as in biofuels. Oil industry has faced increasing challenges from changing weather patterns and the growing awareness. Second is quick new job, which is industry directly employs more than 600,000 people, including both high skill and low skill labor. And last one is research and innovation are adding new jobs to the Malaysian economy every year.
Marketing strategy improve produce oil palm. First, the government need to play the proactive role in the integration process. Second, need to continue with this diversification into further downstream processing. Third, need to develop a strategy of setting up repacking and distribution facilities overseas. Fourth, need to differentiation strategy. Current issues related to oil palm. First, pest and disease. A serious disease of oil palm which can reduce yield by 50 to 80%. Second, unpredictable scenarios such as COVID-19, political uncertainties, policy change and trade wars. Example, have an immediate impact on oil-related commodities price. Third, supply and demand of oils within the region, competing oil and stock levels maintained in exporting and importing countries. Lastly, mechanization and advancement face an uphill struggle with increasing dependence of foreign labor and slow pace of mechanization. Next, government role to improve oil palm in future. First is improving steering by the government. Both private and public sector experts state that government could play a leading role in ensuring smallholder inclusion as well as in land and natural resources government that settle debate on deforestation, paid land use, and that solve the conflicts. Second, collaborative effort with private sector and civil society. Smallholder inclusion and environmental concern require the collaboration of both national and local governments, private sector, and civil society actors. Lastly is government and RSPO standard. Many experts upon the relation between the RSPO and GOAL and GOAM agree that there should be constructive dialogue and that the RSPO can only become effective.